Now we have a message from somebody we do know, which is Gemini, who may want to play. We'll have to find out. I like the card draw here. Get it out of Crassus range. We've already played our land, so now we are torn between Firebird and Moss, but I like Moss. You gonna counter it? Nope. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe he does have Gideon's Reproach. Maybe this is a playback thing. Taking it. He likes to live dangerously. Oh, Swish Bob, I'm talking to an empty channel because I'm also going to upload this to YouTube, and I'm going to post a link to it on my blog. So my readers would probably like to hear me talking about what's going on when they watch a playback. It's not just played live. Alright, we got rid of Nissa, which... and then concedes. I mean, it's still at 5, you know, so... It was a pickle we wanted to put him in. We wanted to put the pressure on, and then after that, oh my, we can make a very big Gnarlid, but I don't think that's how we're going to do it. So I think we just win the game with Rogue's Passage and Firebird, and I think that's the right thing to go for. You could blow it up with a Disperse, but I don't think that's going to happen here, but could be wrong. If he had Disperse, I don't think he'd concede. Say I gotta read. So there goes one game. Now I'm gonna take a second and check my message from Gemini, who is a friend of mine who also streams and plays Magic, and maybe he wants to battle. And for those of you watching this on YouTube, I'm live on Twitch, which means I will occasionally be talking to people in the chat, viewers in the chat, and messages I get on Xbox that you will not be able to see. Swedish Bob has just been trying the tutorial to get back into Magic, and there's nothing wrong with losing in the tutorial, dude. I've been playing Magic 20 years, and I lost some of those games in the tutorial. I don't know. There's something about that tutorial curse. You gotta push through that. No question, you gotta push through that. And yeah, you can put it. I write about this. I'm playing in Hakeem's Invitational Tournament, and I've played this game a lot, and I think I'm pretty good. But yeah, you can also put it on my blog that I lost in the tutorial. This is another type of hand that I think is exactly what we want. Early dudes, they're going to put the pressure on, and then Rolling Thunder will hopefully finish the job. So tapped lands, anytime our opponent's going to play Gates or Evolving Wilds, tap lands, it's music to our ears. And usually in this case, if he had green, I'd lead with Slide Runner, because that usually means cards like Elvish Visionary and Gate Creeper, which I want to trample over. In black and white, I think it's Gnarlid. Although let's see, some things I would want to get over would include like Child of Night, which people run for, for some reason, or Taupe and Freeblade, bears of various types. Lots of bears in white and a couple in black. Okay, nothing. So what I'm going to do this turn is play this, and I'm going to save this for next turn along with this, which hopefully gets us a big attack from both of our landfall creatures if he doesn't do something about them. And hopefully that sets up these to finish him off, him or her off. So no removal there. Here's Slide Runner. Languish or Rising Miasma are still another turn away, which means the best you can do is maybe kill one of them with a complete disregard, which will let us get a big hit in next turn. If he takes that hit, we're in great shape. Child of Night, how about that? Should you use an instant already before you declare attackers? Let's see. If you're working on kind of learning the game, Bob, I would definitely just follow along with what I'm going here. I may make some mistakes, but I don't make very many. So most of what I'm doing, I may not be able to explain all of it because I just do it like second nature now, but it's for the right reasons. I think we still take the big turn here where we pump up all of our guys and then attack him, and this is sorcery, 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 so none of these are instants that I can play in combat, so I have to play them pre-combat. The Child of Night will gain him 2 life if he swings back, but I don't think he's in a good position for that. So, yeah, I think we just dial up the pressure, apply the beatdown. So we're sacking Evolving Wilds there, because it's a land when it comes into play, and when we fetch a land, that comes into play. So double triggers, which makes these tiny little creatures, because they have landfall, every time a land comes out they get bigger. And we got 1 land into play off Nissa's Pilgrimage, 1 off Evolving Wilds, and 1 more off Evolving Wilds, which is why they each hit him for 5. And now our opponent's at 7, and we have 2 Rolling Thunders, which deal damage directly to the opponent. Seems to have a very bad land draw, so this has just been a brutal game. And I think we can finish it off this turn. Rolling Thunder can hit the opponent's creatures and the player, so we'd want to hit this creature once, and we want to hit this player 3 times. As far as Swedish Bob is asking about using instants before or after attack phase, the best thing about instants is you can use them whenever it is best to use them. So sometimes you'll want to use them before an attack, sometimes you'll want to use them in the middle of an attack, and sometimes you want to use them after an attack. Now, you only get to declare your attackers once, but your instant speed spells you can cast any time. During your attack, your opponent's attack, your turn, their turn, anytime. So figuring out when the best time to cast them is just a matter of practice. And it is something that if you watch Twitch and you watch YouTube and you watch people who, make good video content, that they can help you learn if you watch them enough. But when to play your instance, that is something that takes practice and a lot of time to learn. So a quick 2 games for the good. Yesterday I did an Esper Control run of videos. I played 9 games. It took about 2.5 hours. It was a really slow Esper Control deck, and it drained me, and I lost my voice. And this is going much faster, which is a big relief. I don't mind playing control decks. I like control decks, but I had a feeling it would be hard to make it through 10 games. This one we can probably do 10 games in an hour if they keep running like this. Both of our hands have been really good so far. I never get the option to use it after my attack phase, so you must use it before you declare attackers. I think when I played Magic, you used an instance before they were declared. Make sure that you're not talking about sorceries. These are sorceries, not instants. And last game, yeah, just make sure that you're not talking about sorceries, because last game, all I had were sorceries. Instants you can play anytime. Sorceries you have to play before or after attacks, but not during. So I have a feeling that you might be talking about sorceries. Not all spells are the same. Man, more and more and more messages. Feeling like I'm in demand, so I'm getting some messages on Facebook right now from a guy named DJ who plays, and he just joined the Xbox One team over here with Magic Duels, and he wants me to check out Rakdos aggro decks. Trust me, I have tried some Rakdos aggro, and I like it. There's a lot going for Rakdos aggro. So, trust me, I know what's going on with Rakdos aggro. I have my own take on it. I haven't seen whatever Beast posted. I don't follow the deck lists of the users on No Goblins Allowed like I used to, and it's not necessarily that I don't want to see them, it's that I don't have time to see them all. And I have a lot of time. So when I say I don't have time, what I mean is there are so many posts, and I'm working on so many decks of my own, and I play, and I write. I spend so much time on duels already, a lot of time, that it's way down the list of checking out what everybody else is doing with a deck list. It comes well after those other things. So we want to get a double pump for sure. If we do it with wilds, we can get this leopard out, and then this pilgrimage can be useful later. We can also get Grove Rumbler out the following turn, so I think that's what we want to do. And it looks like we're up against an Abzan enchantments list, which is something I had fun messing around with last season. And there are a lot more tools for it now. I don't think that any of the enchantment style lists are equipped to deal with Ulamog. I think he laughs at that strategy in general. Faladar Cub is a small reason not to get into those. I think about every white deck is throwing in Faladar Cub. It's pretty handy for getting rid of enchantments, and you get a 2/2 that just does attacking and blocking on the side if there's nothing to hit. So I think that matters. The rules are basically Magic, Swedish Bob. He's asking if any rules are different. No, not really. There might be something here or there, but I can't even think of anything right now. It's Magic. There's no upkeep, which is a big part of Magic. Well, there is, but there's no automatic stop to do effects on your upkeep. That's kind of weird. I'm still not used to that. Okay, this player has had enough. Mr. Hipshot cannot take on the little army. Hello, Lockhammer. Welcome. And Lockhammer, I know, was doing some red-green pounding of